Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome back to Bitcoin Bulletin, where we're keeping an eye on the latest market moves and Fed decisions that shape the future of cryptocurrency. Today, we've got some interesting news coming out of Washington, D.C., as President Trump is trying to get a rise out of Jerome Powell, the chairman of the Federal Reserve. In a Truth Social posting, Trump is urging Powell to cut interest rates, calling it the perfect time for such a move. Now, you might be thinking that with interest rates on the line, this could be a big win for Bitcoin bulls. But hold on a minute, Jerome Powell just dropped some cold water on those expectations. In prepared remarks at the Society for Advancing Business Editing and Writing annual conference, Powell made it clear that he's not making any promises about easing policy anytime soon. In fact, he said it's too soon to say what will be the appropriate path for monetary policy. That's a pretty strong statement, folks. Now, you might expect that with stocks having plummeted 6% yesterday and the Nasdaq down 4.2%, Powell would want to ease up on interest rates to boost the economy. But not so fast. Powell is more concerned about making sure inflation doesn't get out of control. He called the tariffs announced by President Trump significantly larger than expected, and said it's his job as Fed chair to prevent what could become a persistent rise in prices. And speaking of prices, Bitcoin has taken a hit since Powell's speech. The crypto is currently trading below $83,000, roughly flat from 24 hours ago. But let's not forget that Bitcoin is doing much better than stocks, at least so far. Despite President Trump's urging, Jerome Powell is staying focused on inflation, and it looks like investors will just have to wait a bit longer for any major changes to monetary policy. That's all for today from Bitcoin Bulletin. Stay tuned for more market updates and analysis as the situation develops. We'll be keeping an eye on this story and bringing you the latest news as it happens.